Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same.
What is up, everybody? What is up? It is your girl EJ, and I am here with my girls. We are here to talk about BMF Season 3, Episode 4, The Prodigal Son Returns, y'all. So first and foremost, I know we had a couple people already in the chat. Daria is already here. We appreciate you coming through. And yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Our girl Moochie, if she comes through, we'll pop her on in. I don't know if she's gonna come through. Our girl Candy, she wasn't able to make it tonight, but we are gonna talk about it. So first and foremost, Miss Inga Binga, how was you feeling about the episode tonight, ma'am?
I liked it better than I did the previous one. Yeah. So, because what episodes is 4, right? Yeah, I liked it better than the third one, but Terry's still on my hit list. He's on my nerves. I should say not hit list, but on my nerve list. He's definitely on my nerve. He's on my last nerve. There's a whole bunch of characters on here that really on my nerve. So even though they're on my nerve, I'm still here for it. I'm still watching.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I said Inga Binga. This Ginger Snaps here today, y'all. My bad. I know you was feeling away because you was dropping them videos. I said, okay.
Well, they keep saying, where Ginger Snaps? I said, okay. Well, I had to guess when I come online, I gotta be Ginger Snaps. It's all good.
I know that's right. Tamika, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, y'all, I'm not feeling so good coming down with a cold again, but I'm here. What's going on?
I think something going on too. My sinuses, I was saying it earlier, my sinuses bother me. And I think it could be allergies. I don't know.
Yeah. It's this weather.
It's weird. This weather is crazy weird. So you don't know what you're gonna get at this point. But I hope you get to feeling better. Hope you don't come down with anything. So there's that. But how was this episode for you, ma'am?
It was cool. I liked seeing, Meech and Terry having to get their grind on, double time because we done made mistakes with the numbers and what we thought we was getting. I liked I'm trying to remember what did I still was getting a couple of laughs. I always get laughs out of BMF. And I gave Markeisha credit for stepping up. I feel like it was what she was supposed to do, so she ain't gonna get too much credit for me. And the dinner scene was interesting. The dinner scenes is always interesting, I think, right? It always goes down at the dinner table. So yeah, and I was giving Lucille the side eye, and some people was in my comments and ain't like it, but hey, it is what it is.
Oh well, I was. I had a conversation, or Ginger Snaps had a conversation with her. That's short. Yeah, she had a conversation. She making herself look like trash, so she needs to get it together.
Okay. So we got some strong feelings about Lucille up in here tonight. Okay, I hear you. So when the episode starts out, of course, Meech is with the Connect, and of course, we see that they're getting close. The Connect, he and the Connector, they seem to be, getting pretty tight because he trusts Meech. You can tell that he trusts him. He trusted him to have a conversation when the guy thought that it was the feds. He wanted Meech to talk to him, So I thought that was really interesting. And then Meech tells him, hey, he tells him why he knows that it's not the feds, and they kind of go on from there. But there was a big, huge communication problem when that whole 250 number was said. Somehow or another, it got lost in translation. Right. And we're going to see that they're going to end up with a whole lot of weight, and they got to move it. Crazy. What's up, Renee Beckham? Hey, Steven. Hey, Queen. What's up, everybody? So yeah, so that's kind of how this episode starts out. Let's talk about Meech and Angel, I believe. Is it Angel? Angel, right?
Mhm.
I think so. Yeah.
Angel. Yeah, Angel. So are they gonna be an item, y'all? What y'all think? Is she going back to Greenie? What's your thoughts on her?
Mm.
I think she, you know something, that's she might go back to him because a lot of times women who abuse mentally or physically, sometimes they keep going back to their abusers. So that's a good possibility. She might go back to him. She might, or he might get revenge and take her out.
You
You
never
know, or at
know.
least or at least slap around or something like that.
Jenny
Mhm.
said snap around.
Yeah, it might slap around because
Uh,
just to get back at Meech for what Meech how he did him, beating him up. So
So
she's
do we
going.
think that Angel still had anything to do with that whole setup? Like, do we still think that or do we not think it?
I ain't never thought
I
that.
never
Who thought
thought
that?
she had anything to do with it. Do I think Greenie could have made her do something? We definitely know he was involved in it. That's the possibility too, because we see that he definitely have control over her. I'm just like 50-50 on this. I feel like if she stays with Meech and listens to him, because child, they was already making this house a home from what I was seeing. Then she might be all right. But if she does take it upon herself to still go and leave and feel like, no, I have to go back to Greenie, then more than likely we gonna see her in the river somewhere.
That's right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Well, Shell S says that Angel might be little Meech mama. Okay.
I don't
She
know.
could be. They said he got with a dancer in real life, so we don't know if they
Okay.
taking the story that direction or not.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
true.
true. Because you don't know exactly what parts they're going to bring in, what parts they're not, because
Mm-hmm.
there are already some things that are brought in, like the whole Lucille and
Right.
Charles thing. That's not a real
Right.
thing.
Yeah, they'll
But
Mm-hmm.
bring 2% of truth here and 2% of truth there, little 2% of truth. That's all. I think, and
Yeah.
mixing it with some Hollywood stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
people shouldn't really
Definitely.
try to they need to everybody, probably all of us, including me, because I tend to do it too. We got to get the real story out of our head. Just remember, this is just a script. You know.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Some things you can't
absolutely.
really predict too much with BMF, but I think with Stacks and Greenie, you can make your predictions with them. I definitely want to see Stacks somebody. I forgot to mention that.
Oh no, no, no,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, bad donkey.
Yes.
Donkey.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Absolutely. Yeah, Shell was saying loosely based. And I think
Yes.
that's the thing that most people have to
Mm-hmm.
remember is that just loosely based on it, and that it may not always go exactly as the
Right.
so, but so we are going to see that we know that Terry has the situation, and some people thought it was Markeisha, but I don't know. I think this episode shows us that that it wasn't Markeisha. I always thought it was old girl Henry, whatever her name is, the chick in Detective Bryant. That's who I thought it was, but some people were like Meech was on the.
Yeah,
It
a
was
lot
probably
of people
Markeisha.
still
I
feel like it's
no,
Markeisha.
I think it's
They
Marquisha. I
they
flipped
feel
over.
like this
I think it's
episode.
Marquisha.
Yeah, I've seen some people saying this episode verified that it was her because now she caused the problem and made it seem like she fixing it, she manipulating him. If they show us that, then she lower than what I already thought she was. Like I said, I'm not a fan
Girl,
of hers.
No.
But
me
I
neither.
did feel like she might as well step up if it was a way for her to help and bring the judge in and all of that. I always thought it was Henry in them. But I could be wrong. I don't, 100% doubt that Markeisha is capable of it. I wouldn't cross her
Yeah.
off the list, but I automatically
Definitely don't
thought that it
cross
was
her off the
Henry and
list.
Bryant.
Yeah. I
Gotcha.
thought Henry and Brian too, but the more I started thinking, listening, and Moochie gave me some good thoughts about it too to make me start think. I said it probably is her. I've switched over now. I think it's Markeisha. Just to make herself, like you said, Tamika, to make herself look good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, I won't take it off the table. That is definitely a
mhm.
possibility. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it could happen, and that would be a good play, and that would be interesting if that's how it all ended up playing
Yeah,
out.
it definitely
So,
would be.
absolutely. Uh, oh, thank you. We appreciate you, Vonnie Love. Thank you so much.
Hey,
Hey,
Derry
Bonnie.
B.
Derry. Hey, Derry.
So the name of this episode was The Prodigal Son Returns, and we all know who that was. And why did it seem like Terry was just not happy to see Meech
He
show up?
wasn't. He wasn't. Oh, and I forgot to also say everybody hates T. Okay, Loco did not want him there, or he was like, hell no, I don't like no T. I want you there. So yeah,
That's
T
exactly
was
what I
mad.
thought
He was
of.
like, what the hell you doing back? You just left. Everybody else was happy to see him. The king has returned.
Everybody hates Terry.
Yes.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought of. I thought about you when he didn't want T. I said, Tamika, right? Everybody do hate T.
Yeah, they can't look. They almost had a celebration, a party. They was like, yay! They threw their arms up in the air, hugging, kissing, loving. Everybody love Meech. They don't want Terry. They just tolerating Terry. They don't want to deal with him, really.
At that part. Okay. So, he comes back because he has to, because Meech knows the importance of he always sees the bigger picture. Now, of course, he doesn't know about all the weight that's there just yet, but his whole point is about making a good impression on him because he wanted him to handle it. So that's what he did. He came to handle it because he didn't want T involved. So this is what he's going to do. And plus, he's, like he said, he saved his life. So he got to do right by him. So I like that part. So, so anyway, we saw that everybody was cool with Meech and everybody was happy to see him. But then let's talk about these two right here, because I wondered what their dynamics was going to be. What did y'all think about Jen and Detective Bryant? What did y'all think about that? Inga, you can start, and then Tamika, let us know what you think.
There's something about her. I haven't put my finger on it with her yet. Like, I don't know. Something about her just still ain't on the up and up with her yet. I don't know why I'm not really feeling her character yet. I don't hate her, but I don't know. I think more to come with this lady.
Okay.
I think but
Moochie did call it though when she said that she was gonna take those.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
I know what I was gonna call it, but and that she was gonna try to replace them because YouTube and these rules. I'll be trying to figure out. I don't know what I can say. But she was gonna take them and put them and replace them back. I think for the most part, it was a lot of people who said it, but I just remember Moochie is standing.
Yeah, I definitely was saying that. I figured that's what she might do.
I said,
when that part came up, I was like, okay, yeah. So she kind of smart because he was trying to throw that over her head. Like, if you say anything, then I'm gonna have this on you. And she was like, oh no, I already beat you to that part now. Okay, I've been learning some things from you out here in these streets. And I done replaced that. Now what?
I agree with this comment with Dare. This is what I was saying. That she's born, like, they even need to develop her some more, just get rid of her character. Like, I'm still not, I ain't feeling her. Like, I don't think she's adding anything.
Okay. Hey, Monique 69 Ways. Yeah, Derry B, what's up? Yeah, I feel you. She's kind of just like, I don't know. Like, she could be there, she couldn't. I probably wouldn't care either way.
That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. Yeah.
But I guess we need a cop. I guess we still need a cop. You know what I'm saying? But still, I'm just like, I'm kind of, I don't know. I kind of would like for them to explore the other lady a little bit more. I can't think of her name right now, but the black lady.
I don't know her name, maybe. Yeah.
So this is what we were talking about earlier about her trying to blackmail she hadn't tried to blackmail him yet, but now she's just trying to talk to him. I guess her and T had this little thing where they were going to try to come in here and talk to him to get him to help. And Henry shuts that mess down real quick, like. So, it kind of messed that up. But then she goes in and she's flirting with Markeisha. I thought that was so funny. But we ain't even going to spend too much time on that because I really want to talk about Markeisha and her play later with the blackmail. But let's talk about this, y'all, because it feels like, everybody got a lot to say about Lucille. and not so much Charles, but Lucille. So Lucille come up in there, and Charles is up in there pumping them weights, looking good, giving her them eyes, you know.
He look
And
real good.
she walk away fanning. She
Mhm.
gotta stay strong because she already done put a stance down. These two are separated, even though they live in the same house. They've both said it. He even says it. She says it, that we're separated. So, what did y'all think about just the dynamics of these two as they're kind of navigating this new situation that they have? Tamika, you start out.
I think Charles know what he doing. He said, okay, it wasn't working the other way. She ain't trying to hear me. I'm going to sit on over here. Because he know damn well he heard her when she came in the house saying, hello, is anybody home? He ain't answer. He just pumping his weight. And then he said, I got dinner downstairs ready for you. Go ahead and eat. He know what he doing. And Lucille was, like saying, girl, keep it together. She was getting a little hot.
No, hot in the tail.
Okay.
I thought it was funny because I was like, he hear her calling out and he ain't said a word, just trying to play it cool. Okay.
Absolutely.
I see you, Charles.
Absolutely. Now, I'm gonna play devil's advocate only for like a second because y'all know it really don't matter either way. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate for Lucille for like a whole second because everybody got something to say about Lucille right now, about Lucille and what she's doing and the whole separation thing and like just everything. But we all know that the only reason why these two don't live in two different households right now is because they literally stuck with each other. They can't afford to live in two different households. They can't afford it. So they have to stay with each other in order to survive, I guess is the word that I'm going to say. So if these two are truly separated, as they both say, is it wrong? And I know that they're still married, but there are plenty of people who be separated and still married just because of the amount that it costs for people to get divorced these days. Ain't that crazy? Never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. But it is crazy that about how much it costs for you to try to get a divorce.
I know.
I don't know. How was y'all feeling? Let's go ahead and get this part out of the bag because I know that's where a lot of people like to go. Is Lucille wrong for what she's doing as far as entertaining this other man?
Well, I got some people in my comments that was mad at me because I said I was giving Lucille the side eye, and I was. And for me, wrong is wrong and right is right no matter who you are. On Charles when I felt like he was out of pocket and a lot of people was bigging him up, throwing nations for him, saying he was a king for what he did. But if Lucille does the same thing, which is what I said at the time, then everybody would be calling her H to the, she's a hoe. Okay, we don't the double standard, right? My thing is when I be giving my reviews, for the most part, I don't even put too much of my own opinion in it. It's usually up here on the live with y'all. I usually just tell what happened in the episode, but every now and then I'll have my rant against somebody. My feeling on Lucille wasn't even so much about her being married, because that is definitely part of the picture. But I was like, even if you take Charles out of the picture, let's just say their divorce was finalized and he was already moved out the house. I still have a problem with her going for the doctor. Like the way that they made her character, that would not be in her character to do that. Now, at the same time, we all human. That doesn't mean that she couldn't slip up. That doesn't mean that she can't make a wrong decision. That doesn't mean she can't make a mistake. I don't see it as her being able to get, we're even. You did it to me, so I did it to you. It was a tit for tat thing, right? I'm saying that I just think it would be a mistake because she don't know this man. She knows the person that she knew years ago in high school. He's not that person anymore. She's not that person anymore. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. Just because you think he better because he done got some money and he's supposedly doing good, you don't know what other things is going to come along with him. You know what you got with Charles because you already been married to him for all these years. You don't know what you're going to get with the doctor. That was my point. And somebody came in my comments and was like, and yeah, she need to go and get. I could see the head movement, the neck movement, the attitude coming through in the comments. They was mad at me. because I was
Okay.
like, Lucille, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I was over here saying you're not gonna do it, and girl, you look like you was about to do it. Like, don't do it,
You
girl. I
almost
think she
broke.
gonna regret it.
Yeah.
That's
No,
just my
I
opinion.
100% agree with you. I just wanted to be the one that's to be I just want to be extra. But no,
Well, I
I
know some
100%
people
agree
not
with
gonna
you.
agree with me.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. I 100% agree with you because of the simple fact that I feel like the same energy that I gave to Charles about what he did, I
Mm-hmm.
give to her as well. And the only reason why I say that is for there are several different parts to this. One part of this is that we clearly see that Charles is still trying to fix the marriage, right? Which means
Yes.
that he
Yeah.
hasn't fully stepped out of it. Even though
Yes.
he said the words we are separated, to me, he was just piggybacking off of what she has said several times. But I don't feel like he actually believes that. And since they are still in the same household, I feel like at this point, we just need until there is a complete and utter disconnect of everybody. Like until he gone, you know what I'm saying? Like there shouldn't be like an overlap of anything, even if you are
Yeah.
not.
It's too soon.
Yeah, it's just too soon. I feel like you need to give it some time. And then there's the point that you made. I've been saying that I don't trust this doctor. I think something is
Mm-mm.
up with him. I think that there's something completely wrong with him, but I just can't put my finger on what it is just yet. But I know that there is something that is not right with him. So I just think that, that I'm going to give it the
Yeah.
same thing. And I feel like Charles cheated. Absolutely. Yes, he did. He made a mistake. And at this point, it's either he made a bad mistake. And I'm not saying that he right. So don't you try to twist it, Suburbia, because I know you in them comments and I know you'll try to do it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that either we're going to work towards fixing it or we're not going to work towards fixing it.
Right.
One or the
Yeah.
other.
Like make
But
up
I
your
think
mind
that
if y'all
enough
gonna be going. Yeah. I
yeah,
agree.
but
And I
enough
do
time
see
hasn't
that he's
really
sorry
passed.
and he's trying to make it up and he still wanted the relationship, you know. And she don't. And sometimes
Exactly.
when you done, you done. When you're done, you're done. That's just how it goes.
Exactly. And that could be it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, but
Mm-hmm.
clearly we see her at these moments when she doesn't seem like she's completely done. It feels like sometimes she wanted to give in to Charles. There's these moments where they're smiling, where they're talking, where they're laughing, but then the thing comes back up. And this is just one of those situations where clearly they need some counseling. If they could get like the right counseling, I really feel like they could really get past this because even though Charles was trash for what he did, Charles don't strike me as a serial cheater. Charles strikes me as a person who made a horrible mistake, wish he could take it back, and probably wouldn't do it again if given the chance. And that's my real opinion about him. Inga, you can chime in on what your thoughts are.
I agree with probably some of y'all, what y'all said, or most of it. I think Charles, and I've already had my rants on my little page. Y'all can go watch it if y'all can see it.
Oh, we saw it. We
um,
saw it.
I think Charles is not a bad man. I don't think he is a bad father. I don't think he's a bad husband.
Mm-mm.
He caved in to his temptation. They wasn't making love at home, and he couldn't hold it together. I never said I think he was wrong for doing that. He should. And damn, if he was going to cheat, why would the lady next door,
That
across the
part.
street, or whatever?
Yeah,
It wasn't like
that
he
made
went to
it
a
sting
bar.
even more. If it was a
It wasn't like he
stranger,
went
it
to a
probably wouldn't have
bar
been as
and
bad.
it wouldn't have. Yeah, I mean, it still would have been bad, but it wouldn't have been like, yeah, that it's the woman. She's sitting at your table eating your casserole food and all this kind of stuff, and then y'all girlfriends, and then you sleep. It's just like almost sleeping with your sister or somebody like that, or your cousin or something. So yeah, that's where the trash part come in. I agree, he's trash for that, but I think Charles is remorseful, and I think he's trying to repent or trying to fix it. And I agree with that counseling. If they go and get some counseling, and not from Snoop Dogg, the preacher, or somebody like that, it got to be I think if they get to a real counseling, I think that they could probably make it work and figure it out. But if they wait until they get but I know some people feel that you should have to wait until you get divorced. That could take a lot. Somebody in the comment just said Renee, or somebody just said that could. It took them about 9 years. Nobody wants to get the divorce, so nobody probably won't wait that long. to
Yeah.
move on and have relations and have fun or whatever they want to do. So, but I agree to at least be. This is what I said on
Separate
my thing is that
houses.
either you be at least separate out the house. You can't be in the room next door and then you walking past glycerin all wet with your naked with a towel wrapped around you, or you and he probably wasn't even. This is what I thought was funny. He heard her come in the house and he heard up and gonna pick up the weights. Let me start working out now. You know what I'm saying? Because he heard her probably come in the house. And he know what he doing. He playing the long game. He didn't get mad about that check that she had. He didn't get mad about anything. He just sitting back, like you said, I got your plate. Anything you need me to do. Now he fixing the walls, which he should have did that a long time ago.
Yes, I said Charles fixing those damn walls. Watch out now.
But see, she's I believe she's gonna cave into this doctor. I mean, she's already caved in a little bit. She gonna get she already put the pinky toe in. She gonna put the whole foot in the water.
Like she dipped it in.
She dipped in just to see if the water was cold or not. She gonna get all the way in. And I think in another episode or two, she might sleep with that man. And then I agree with everybody that said in this chat and what y'all said. She gonna find out something about this guy. Because like you said, she knew him from high school, from the prom. They went to the prom together. She don't know that man. That's been probably 30 years later.
That's the part I'm worried about. Because I don't think it's going to go the way she think it's going to go.
Right. And I think you don't know this man's married. He got 4 or 5 kids. You don't know nothing. But I think he going to hit it and quit it. He didn't probably get it when he was in high school. So he probably said, oh, yeah, that's my old girl. I always wanted to get that. And then he might get it. And then she might end up crawling back to Charles, trying to make it work.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like when it comes to people in their relationships, it's about the two people in the relationship. Can they make it work? Do they feel like they can make it work? Can there be real true forgiveness? Because if you don't forgive a person and actually let it go, it's not going to work anyway. So if Lucille can't wake up the next morning and be able to look at Charles and not think about the whole Mabel situation, then maybe it's over. But they just need to be in separate houses. I just feel like we got to treat it the same way. Like we're not talking about a long period of time here. We're talking about a short period of time.
Very short.
It's too soon.
And if they really needed to separate, that's how I know this is BS. If they really wanted to separate, the two sons are selling major weight. They can put that. If Terry can go buy a house for that,
exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
Then he go buy and then he can get an apartment. He can get a little place for his father to stay, or a little place for his mother to go. Terry or Meech, and Meech definitely would take
either one of them could have got him another place to go to.
His mother. If the mother came to him and say, "Look, me and Nikki leaving," Charles said, "He ain't going nowhere." Remember, Charles said that this is house. So, okay, but then Ninja, you stay here. And Meech Terry put me up in the park. Me and Nikki can leave, or Nikki can stay with Charles if she wants to stay with her father. Either way, she don't have to stay there.
Yeah,
I
agree with that. I even thought that Meech was gonna stay longer in Atlanta. I mean, I thought that Charles was gonna stay longer with Meech in Atlanta when he went down there. Yeah.
I thought so too. I really did. I did too.
She's playing games.
At the end of the day, two wrongs don't make it right. And, we shall see where this whole situation with Charles and Lucille goes. But like I said, the way she was giving him them googly eyes, y'all, I don't feel like she was stepped all the way
when
out.
He came out in that
and then she had slept with her husband, and she had came up them steps when he coming out there naked with the towel and all wet and everything. And then he gonna grab and show off his pecs on the arm and all. I said, Charles know what he's doing. If she had slept with him, I wouldn't have been
had me cracking up.
Her husband. They still in the same house. I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if she had slept with him.
Yeah, I mean, if she sleep with the doctor or not, I'm not saying that she gonna be. I'm just still gonna say that she not right for doing it. But if she do it, oh well, I ain't gonna just be like, oh, Lucille is trash. I'm just gonna be like, shit happens.
Yeah, but if she was in her, even if they hadn't gotten divorced, because I know it's that easy to get the divorce part. But I'm talking about the separation. If she was in her own place and Charles in his wherever he lived, then if she slept with the doctor, I wouldn't have cared. The girl, go get the screw back. You know,
Yeah,
but
that's the whole point.
you gonna go sleep with the doctor and then gonna come home and sit and eat chicken dinner with the family and all this. That nah, come on, man. That's when I
And
say you
still
playing
make
games.
googly eyes at Charles though, because that's the
Right.
problem right there for me.
Yeah.
My problem is that because you know how I feel about Charles. I honestly think that what Charles did was trash. I do not have a really I'm not real. I'm just in the middle on Lucille. What I'm saying is that she keeps giving him these googly eyes like she still wants to be in this relationship. And there's the problem right there. Don't do that.
Right.
Because just because what he did, don't go down to his level. Like, don't be that person. You don't have to do that. Like, y'all just need to get in separate houses. You go do what
And
you
you
want
see
to
the
do, and
guilt
you
that
do what
she
you want
had.
to do.
She had guilt because when he asked her about that check, he wasn't screaming at her or
Yeah.
nothing. And she said, "Don't you be saying nothing to me about no daggone check about after what you did." And I was like, I ain't get word for word what she said, but you know, she started like raising her voice up at him, and he not even tripping about it.
Yeah.
Lucilla thought, that Charles was wrong. I'm always
But
gonna go back
another thing
to that
is,
Charles was wrong.
another thing is, could be wrong, but I feel like sometimes when people don't live their lives when they're younger, and then something
that
happens, and they get out there when they older, then they do the things that they would have did when they was younger. We was talking about before how we don't really think Lucille has a lot of experience. She married Charles,
Very
I
young.
guess, out of high school, had kids with him and all of that. And pretty much that's been her life. So now we might see where she get out here and she get buck wild. I remember done that too. They wasn't getting buck wild when they wait till when they was older after,
Right,
everything.
DeMarcus. She
We
was
don't
very
know what we
defensive.
gonna.
Very defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely was. And I really didn't get how after that whole at the that made you want to go to the doctor. I didn't even get how you trying to act like you want to go
She
ask
changed
him
her
about
dress.
the damn birth control for Nikki. I said, come on, Lucille. Now we just making up reasons to go see the doctor now. That's what I was giving her the side eye about. Because I was like, how the hell did that equate to that? Like, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
After dinner, she goes and change her dress. And
No, that's the same dress she had on. That pink dress when she was over there. That's the same dress she came downstairs with. That
Yeah,
cleavage.
she had on the black one the first time she went to
the
see
black
him.
one she had when she went to see him about the birth control, but she had on that little
pink one
pink
at
dress.
dinner.
Okay. Yeah, she had on that one. Yeah,
and she was trying to look cute too. I was like, okay, Lucille.
Okay, Lucille said Charles out here looking at these dirty magazines. Let me show a little cleavage.
Looking at dirty magazines is not cheating.
Yeah, it's not.
That ain't cheating. Nobody looking
That's
at
what
porn.
I'm saying. That's why it doesn't make sense
I understand
to me.
her going off on him about that. I mean, I know that's
why it doesn't make
the time frame that they're in. The time frame that they're in.
I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's why it doesn't make sense to me with her character. How much they have her so much about God, and it's a big deal for him to have dirty magazines. She's saying that Nikki using a tampon is gonna make her go out here and want to stick other things with all different. To me, she's over with it. So for somebody that's so heavy with it to turn around. That's being very hypocritical to me.
Religious people are the biggest freaks.
Oh, no, you ain't gonna get no argument out of me with that, but I'm just saying I find that to be like very much being a hypocrite, and it's not what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, you're right. The character is like in this weird space right now because I mean, think about it. We've even seen it with her, the way she dresses, the way like right after everything happened, it's almost like she wanted to me, this is my opinion. It's almost like she wanted to show Charles what he was missing and watch what I'm finna do. But we knew that she wasn't really gonna do nothing. But now this doctor popped up. It was like she was trying to bait Charles at first, and then now it's like this doctor done popped up. But now it's a little different. I don't even know what Lucille going to do. But that's when we saw the character shift right there. And then you would see glimpses of the old one, like her old character would come out. And then you have this, it's like she's somewhere in the, I don't know. She's somewhere down here.
Yeah, she confused right now.
I agree.
Exactly.
Charles was wrong. I totally agree. I'm never gonna stop saying that, but I think we shouldn't beat him up as bad though. I mean, I'm not beating him up. I'm saying I'm not. Because I don't think like you say, he's not a serial cheater.
No. The only times I got on Charles was about the cheating and when I felt like he was being a hypocrite with Meech and them. I mean, I get it. You're not going to want your kids selling stuff in the streets. But I felt like he was always call them out on stuff and then act like he was perfect. And especially when he started doing what he was doing, it was like, you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all human beings. That's the only two things that I used to call him out about. Because they never showed us anything else in the series for me to say that he was this horrible husband.
He's not a
or
bad
horrible
father. He love his kids.
They never showed anything to say that on him.
Now, if he was laying hands on or something like that, then my whole conversation would be different. I'd be definitely team Lucille and get the hell away from get Charles away from here. He'll be in the fire, So, but
I always leave
I don't
it to
think it's that bad.
To say something crazy, bro. I am not finna even go there with you today. Good and well that is not the truth.
Oh hell no, that is not
the devil was a liar. Truth ain't in y'all on that one. But okay, y'all. But y'all know this is what, and what's so funny to me is that we all know what BMF is about, but I do like how this conversation always takes over every single time.
Yeah,
because
Charles and Lucille was like the whole thing
conversation can always relationship conversation can take you can it can go crazy with that.
So. But it's always interesting to me where people stand on it. Like it was like the fellas was all on Charles. You know what I'm saying? And now that Lucille has did that kiss, now Lucille is trash. I'm just gonna put it out there. That's what they saying, and I'm just like,
yeah. I done seen she's the 304. I done seen them videos. And I remember I was the only girl that was up there with all the fellas when we was last season, and everybody was all going crazy for Charles, and I was the only one that was
trying to only one that was against Charles. You said you was the only one against Charles.
Well, I was against what he did with Mabel, and they was basically ready to throw a celebration party for him for what he did with Mabel.
I wasn't for him.
I never agreed with
but
that.
I definitely was against her holding out on the love making.
But you do know
just because you broke doesn't mean you should be turning your back on your husband like that.
But that was a short period of time, and that we were talking about people who were going, because that was always my biggest issue with everything, was when everybody was like, she's holding out on him. I'm like, y'all realize, like, what is like a marriage is a lifetime. Are we really talking about 3 weeks and y'all going through all these struggles and y'all going through all of these things, and it's early in the morning, she finna have to get up and go to work at Wendy's? Like, I'm not finna sit up here and be mad at Lucille for that, because people was acting like she was holding out for like forever, like it had been months and months and months. And
the way they make it seem like it was months out.
No, he said the number. I'm pretty sure he said it's been 3 weeks.
He said it's been 3 weeks. When she had the rollers in her hair, and she said, "Look, I gotta get up in an hour." She said, "I ain't got time for this." And he said, "Look, it's been 3 weeks now."
I'm just like, like 3 weeks. Come on now, come on. For some people that's been married for years, come on, they'll be all right. But it is what it is. So Lucille. I want to talk about this though. Hold on, because we spent a lot of time on this one. Hold on. Let me get to find my thing. Charles with them muscles out there, putting them all out there, trying to get Lucille all back in. I see you, bruh. So I'm not even gonna talk about the cops. I mean, yeah, okay. We gonna go past that. I want to talk about this right here. Meech gets to the place, and oh my goodness, he got more than what he bargained for. But what I liked about it is that he didn't fret. He was like, we gonna get it. And Terry was like, we can't do it. Then that was one of the biggest differences to me, is that Terry was, he couldn't see it, but Meech was like, we gonna do it. We gotta do it. We don't have no choice. This is our reputation on the line. What were y'all thoughts about how Meech handled it and how Terry's thought process was? Inga and then Tamika.
How Meech handled it versus Terry. Is that what you said?
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's why I said I was.
Well, I mean, one thing we just the whole process. You see that Meech is about business, and Terry got his head so far up worrying about Marquisha and other stuff that he's just not in. They just not on the same page. They not on the same page. Um, Meech is he just always got a game plan all the time. He's a leader. He knows how to talk to people. He always, if one plan don't go right, he got plan B. Terry is just lost. He don't know what he doing. And that's why he not respected.
That part. Tamika?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to say this one quick thing. I like the scene when he said, Meech said, he said, you still watching cartoons. I'm at the movies. So something like that he said. And I thought it was funny trying to say you still a little kid. You're still thinking like a kid, and I'm a grown man. At least that's the way I interpret it. So
yeah, he don't see the big picture, but and that's how it is sometimes.
I mean, this didn't surprise me. It's what you expect from me. She just gonna try to make the plans the best way he can, do what he can, no matter what situation is thrown at him. Of course, he didn't know it wasn't expecting for it to be that much. I wasn't mad at Terry. I mean, we know they're gonna handle it different. Had that been Terry that went there, and it would have been a different amount, Terry would have lost his damn mind, and he definitely wouldn't have been handling it like Meech. I wasn't mad at him that he was focused on the fact that the CPS workers about to be coming here to the restaurant. I'm trying to make sure my son don't get taken as he should. So I was, and when Meech was like, listen, this is why they call it hustling. You're going to have to call up your peoples and make it do what it do. He did do that, and he knew how to work it with that CPS lady. That's what he need to be doing more often. In the restaurant had me cracking up though when they was being mad extra, like, yeah, send me the same thing we want some mac and cheese doing. I see, and I was like, okay, now y'all doing too much.
Okay, they was just doing the most.
Mm-hmm. That was really funny. He said, I want the ribs and the mac and cheese.
Yes.
Okay, y'all, let's get to this part right here. So he handled the CPS worker thing. I liked how he handled that, but I want to talk about Detective Bryant. There's a point where Henry,
so stupid. He another one that do too much.
she wants to get this shipment, because she knows that Meech has made it back now. So Bryant goes off on his mission. Now, we did learn that Henry is protecting his son. She has somebody in that's protecting his son. That's what he meant about Bruiser, calling in the help from the was that episode 1, I believe, or something like that. I think it was episode 1.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he's following them, and then Meech has to call the pilot guy, and the pilot guy is going to tell the officers that, basically Detective Bryant is following them. What did y'all think about that whole plan? Because I thought it was great. I was like, that's what you get. Inga, you go ahead and start, and then
no, it was bravo. It was a bravo plan. Yeah, hand claps, because the pilot thought quick on his feet. And being that he's a white man, he can talk to these cops, and the cops is going to believe what the white man said, And he probably told him something like, so we couldn't hear we couldn't hear what he said to the cops, but he probably told them, "Oh yeah, I have my driver taking me to the hotel, blah blah blah. But this guy's following me, and he's trying to harass me, and I think he's going to try to rob me." And that was just stupid. And why was Bryant parked diagonally across the parking lot? Like he wasn't even in a parking space.
Exactly.
He just pulled up like diagonally. If the van right here, he just pulls up like this.
Because he's too thirsty.
It was just stupid. Very in that raggedy station wagon. And then why you got a gun on you? You know you're not. I mean, I know it's probably for protection, but he's not a police officer right now. He's suspended, so he shouldn't have a gun on him.
Yeah, that was dumb as hell. I ain't gonna lie, I was worried about that captain at first. I didn't trust him. I was giving him the side eye when he said stop to use the bathroom. I was about to be like, nah, y'all don't got a you ain't got a bottle you could pass them. Like, I didn't feel comfortable.
You gonna get a paper
I was
cup and you gonna pee in this cup.
Yeah, like I was scared it was gonna be a setup. So I'm glad that it worked out the way that it did. And I was laughing at Detective Bryant because he dumb. Like, you should have been smarter than that. And You
Oh, and
cause problems for your son.
Tamika, I want to say something that you mentioned, and I agree with you. Last week you said this, I think, or week before, whatever it was. Why did they write? It's already done now, but I'm just still questioning. Why did they write in that scene? Not what you call fast forward, not flashback, but
right
when Brian, when Brian arrested Terry, as you know,
yes,
so we already know he gonna
right.
live. He's not gonna die. They shouldn't have wrote that because I want Brian taken out at some point. But we already know how that's gonna end. We already know he's gonna be around.
Yeah, and he already put his son in jeopardy with this dumb mistake. Henry literally warned him, like, either you get on board or it's gonna be your son. He ain't gonna have his protection.
I guarantee we going into episode 5. That's usually when things start heating up on most shows, right? By the 5th episode, I think Kevin is gone. If 5 or 6 or something like that, I think he's gone.
Unfortunately, because he got a dumb father.
I'm gonna be very sad because that little boy don't deserve anything that happened to him. And but this is all Brian's fault. Anything that happened to that boy is all his fault. Yeah.
He definitely, like Monique said, wanted to intimidate him, and that's why he did that. Every time Meech is somewhere around, something about Meech really gets to him. It's just something about it, and it's like he loses all sight, and he just needed him to know he was there. It was not necessary for him to know that he was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't necessary for him to do what he did and how he did it, because his one and only job was to find where the shipment was going. It wasn't to make your presence known. If he had just did his job, things might have turned out a little bit differently. So, it is what it is. So let's see. We are going, hold on. So since we're already there was a point where Henry is like, after she finds out about Bryant not answering the phone or whatever, she's like, you can basically tell that the setup is that she's about to take the protection away. And, like they said in the comments, poor Kevin, because, we all know, we've all been saying what we think is going to happen. And, it feels like something is about to go down with old Kev. So anyway, they get all the weight moved, like everything is good to go. Hold on. We talked about Markeisha a little bit. I was trying to see some parts I don't want to talk about. I'm trying to figure out which parts. We talked about Markeisha a little bit, but this is the part where she actually blackmails the judge, and she says she's trying to help Terry out, basically, and she blackmails him. She has some information, and she's using it against him in order to get the CPS situation to go away. So, we're going to see what happens with that. And like I said, I think it would be that would be great if this was all just a game. Like, that would be the biggest. I would not see that coming. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. If she's playing him so that she could get back in his good graces. I don't know. That's gonna be interesting. So they moved all the weight, and then we even see the interesting way that they count and why they were so respected the way that they respected, the way that they were respected, because they just did everything different, and so I thought that was really interesting. Let's see.
And Terry doesn't even want to hear anybody when they said it could be Markeisha, because he got his hair so far up her coochie. So he don't even want to hear it. He said, "Oh no, she's
I believe that not only is it because Terry talks too damn much. That's one thing we know. But I also feel that Markeisha is going to play a very big role in the separation of Meech and Terry. I was giving her credit for 2 seconds that she helped him, but then when this part came up and he told her that he had to go to dinner at the house, and she said, "Oh, why? Meech is home, and you forget that you're supposed to be the king. You're a boss now. It's about you. I wish you would believe in yourself like I do." I said, "What the hell are you talking about, Markeisha? I'm going to dinner with my family. I'm going to dinner with my family. That's it." Like, what are we saying right now?
You're right on that, and that actually happened though, because
I don't like that. That turned me off.
Flip over to the real story. that actually is true because Meech was living in Miami for a long time. He stayed in Texas at one point for a long time. He had to leave Atlanta and he went down to Miami. And Terry was out on the West Coast. He was out in LA and he was running things on the West Coast. So he wasn't even in so I think it was a big separation like that. That actually happened where they not fighting with each other, but they was definitely doing things different and separate. So yeah.
I can definitely see that.
Too, so.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Tamika. I think that's exactly where they're going with this.
Yeah.
I think that we are about to see her. She's going to keep trying to plant these things. It's already a problem that Terry already feels like he is trying to find his own identity anyway when it comes to their partnership in this,
right?
And that people already respect Meech so much more, and he does things, they just do things differently. But the fact that she keeps saying these things, like, because I thought that was totally unnecessary. If I'm going to go be with my family, I'm just going to go be with my family. Like, literally, I said my sister, this is my baby sister. You know what I'm saying? And what did Meech have to do with that anyway? I said my sister.
Exactly. And he's like, I just found out about it right now. Like, I said, girl, if you don't get the hell up out of my face, that pissed me off.
Yeah, right.
I was like, why is this even a conversation? Why is this a thing? And like I said, I keep going back to the fact that Terry is still young. I get that. And so he's easily manipulated by
that's another question
woman.
I had.
She's a predator because
anybody know
17 years old and she was already in her 20s.
Okay, so technically it's supposed to be that he is 17 and then she's in her 20s. Because my question when I did my recap was, does anybody know how old Markeisha is? Because Markeisha done been called an old hag, an old Jezebel, an old bee, an old freaking cougar. Okay,
she's probably in her 20s.
Somebody put in my comments that she was 72. That had me cracking up. How old is she supposed to be?
Not
she might have been probably in her 20s because she was married.
Well, she looked old to be in her 20s, but people did look kind of older back in the 80s.
But that's because Lala keep doing all that plastic surgery. So that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But yeah, she was about 26 or something like. Yeah, I think she was in her 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, she the Marcus for the win. Come through with them answers. I ain't even mad at you.
Yeah. So because she was married, had 2-3 kids, right? So
yeah,
she wasn't no teenager.
Okay, y'all. So hold on. Give me 1 second because I'm trying to see something. There's 2 other things. I'm trying to see how I'm going to talk about these. Okay. So we kind of already talked about the part where we see, but we're gonna have to talk about this part first because I just feel like it's gonna go a little bit longer. So I'm trying to see which parts are gonna be shorter that I can touch real quick because this dinner, I feel like we got to talk about it a little bit more. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna talk about this part real quick. Not that part. I'm just gonna let this play.
She was 72.
I'm just gonna let this play, but there's a part where Roland's going to come to them and he's going to tell them, that he can't do this anymore because he has a kid now. And he thought that they were going to be mad and they were just happy for him, So I thought that was a really interesting moment. I just wanted to point that out because it doesn't always go that way. But
that made me feel like something is about to happen to Roland. I don't know, but that's what I felt.
I know. I hate when they do stuff like that because then you don't know what's about to happen with the character. You're like, dang, is something about to happen with this character?
I know the real life guy is alive, but we don't know. But the character, because this is not, a true story all the way. That you're right, something could happen. Cause I guess he decided, selling the bricks ain't my thing. It ain't for everybody. So.
Yeah. I like Rolling Roll too.
Yeah, I did like that part.
I mean, he started off having a job. Wasn't he working at UPS or something? He had some kind of post office job, or he had a job at the season 1. He had a job or doing security or something he was doing. He had a job.
Yeah,
and they pulled him into the business. He actually had a 9-to-5 job.
Okay. So I also want to talk about this part right quick too before we go to the dinner part. So at the very end of it, because I think we all knew that this was going to happen. We all knew that Stacks was definitely full of crap and no one ever trusted him. My question to you ladies is, do you believe that Meech believes this, that he bought into it, or do you think that he's going to kind of walk into this trap? Because he tells him that his brother is coming with him and he says, I'm only doing this because of Ty Washington and the kids, Deanna, and the kids. Do you think he believes this, or do you think Meech is going to go into this with his with his sharpeners on?
I
What y'all?
hope Meech got a backup plan, because I was mad at him that he told him that he bringing his brother. I said, you never let everybody know, every play that you
Everything
about
you
to do. I'm
doing.
like, Meech, why are
That's
you
right.
saying that? Like, Terry's the one that's usually talking too damn much. I felt like he should not have told him that, but I'm hoping that he knows already, and he gonna be coming back prepared, because that would really piss me off even more. And I can't wait for Stacks to go. And I agree with Glock, even though I want him to go too. Stacks is a damn donkey. And he
Mm-hmm.
needs to
Oh,
be
he is
chopped in
definitely a
half.
donkey. That was the right name they gave him, a
Yes, and
donkey. And
he's
that's
just
why
sitting there just as
I
dumb,
put
don't
him
even
on
know
my
what they
thing as a
talking
donkey.
about.
Right, right. He is definitely a
Okay.
donkey.
Just
Mhm.
looking crazy. Okay, so those were all some of the major things that happened. So I want to go back now because I feel like we're about to this last part of it. We got to talk about this dinner. This dinner was interesting, y'all, and that's what I think I like about this show, because we don't always just get all of the other stuff that we know that that what BMF is known for and all that stuff. We get
Mhm.
a lot of other things that go on in it as well. But this dinner, every time they try to have a damn dinner, something always pop off. I don't know what it is about the dinners. I thought we were about to have a nice dinner. Like I really did. It wasn't anybody else who wasn't thinking that the dinner. I was like, we're about to have a nice dinner for once. Ain't nothing
Once
about
they
the pop
started
off.
talking, I said I knew it was gonna go left though.
Ain't nothing about the pop off. Okay, y'all. So let's set up the
Mhm.
play, and here are my questions. So we know that I've always said that Nikki probably got more sense than everybody, but I'm just gonna say my piece about young Nikki in this part right here. Not to
Mhm.
say that what she said was inaccurate, but as a mother, sometimes kids can be hella disrespectful, and sometimes kids gotta stay in kids' place when it comes to certain things. What the whole Mabel and Charles and all this stuff, what they got going on in their marriage is literally between them. I understand that she feels like everything is being put on her, even though sometimes I don't really see that. I just feel like she's a kid that's in the house when all of this stuff is going on, so she can't really miss it. Like it's gonna be there. And then the situation with the tampon, I mean, people talk to their kids about stuff in their own type of way. Like we know what the character Lucille is like. You know what I'm saying? We know that because we just talked about her whole character. So I just wasn't mad at some of these things. Like when Lucille said that, I chuckled at it. I thought it was funny because all I saw was somebody who was kind of channeling their own thing. Like she felt like she made some mistakes and now she's trying to keep her daughter from making the mistakes, and maybe she's going about it the wrong way, maybe she's not saying it the way she needs to say it, but I don't know, I felt like Nikki was kind of out of line, but not wrong, but just out of line. So at the way that it was thrown out. But
Mhm.
what you think, England? Let me start with you.
I agree that she was out of line. Uh, just because I'm of a certain age that if I had said that at a family dinner, we all at the table, and and I started popping off and telling my parents off, um, it wouldn't have been no just go up to your room. My whole tooth and everything would have been flew across the dinner table. My dad just was a disciplinary. He didn't play that kind of disrespect. Even if I might be right on everything I'm saying, you a child. You what, 13, 14 years old, maybe 15. I don't know how old she is. That you can who are you stay out of grown folks. But this was what they used to tell me and my sisters, and any child during that time is you supposed to be seen, not heard. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your place. So, but so I have to agree that what she said was correct. But because she's a child, like you need to mind your business. It's different between what Diana did at that dinner scene, because Diana is older, even though it still would have been, it's still wrong, but she's older. This is still a little child, like she's like middle school or something age. So but Monique said something to here. It says she's getting the effects. She's getting the effects of what they're with I guess what they're going through or whatever. So she's feeling everything from everybody. So she's just tired of the double standard. Y'all let Meech and Terry do one thing. If I can't do this, I can't have company over. And they need to be paying more attention to Nikki too. That's another thing. Everybody's into their own world, and Nikki is the only one that got some sense. So, I mean, she was right what she said, but she shouldn't have. As a child, you need to mind your business. I don't know.
Okay. Tamika, what you got?
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like Nikki is the smartest, and she's the one that tells the truth the most. We saw how she shut Lucille up last week. Was it last week or the week before, when Lucille was trying to talk to her about breathing? She said, "Oh, like you and the doctor." I do feel like they do all kinds of things in front of her. Like when she's saying, "Y'all making me grow up fast," I can see that. Also see, of course, that didn't happen later to when she did go upstairs and Meech came, when she's telling him, like, my first little boyfriend got taken out, so I don't even know if I want to have a boyfriend again because I'm scared he could be taken out. Like, I'm still dealing with that trauma. So it's a lot of trauma that's going on around her. A lot of things she bringing up. Maybe it would have been nice if her and Lucille would have just had that conversation and she could have told her about everything she was feeling the night when Lucille came to her bedroom, as opposed to her hearing it all out at the dinner table. Like, yeah, Terry, you doing this, and Meech, you doing that. And it was so funny how Terry was like,
got it.
Stop. Yes, but it ain't no secret because
at this point, everybody know. Yes, wasn't nothing she said that really anybody didn't know, or her having heard about it, except for probably Lucille making the eyes at the doctor. That's when Lucille was like, "Go upstairs." So yeah, I mean, it was a good scene, but at the same time, had I did that at my dinner table, listen, it wouldn't be no Tamika's dinner right now. I wouldn't be sitting up
that's
here
what
talking.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, my mouth would have been bust. Anything. I mean, I'm not saying my father was violent, but he didn't play no games with the discipline. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's just some things that what you can say and what you can't say. It's just like I always felt like, especially in my household, you always saw the things that were going on, but you never said anything. Like you saw whatever was going on as a kid, you always saw it, and that's the thing, is that kids always see things.
Yeah, really, she should have been getting counseling after what happened. That was very traumatic, but of course,
and she didn't get
I'm pretty sure as a religious household, they probably don't believe in counseling. They just like take it to the Lord in prayer, keep it on moving.
And this was the early 90s.
Yeah,
black folk wasn't going no therapy.
Yeah,
it just
but
wasn't
she definitely could have used something. Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely could use some therapy, but you're right, Inga. This is a time frame when black people really wasn't believing in therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like therapy was talking to the pastor and talking to, you know what I'm saying,
just
or
just pray. Yeah, that's what they should say.
Praying about it, or just burying it, where to where you don't talk about it, or acting like things never ever happened.
Right.
That's kind of how people dealt with their trauma. So I definitely believe that Nikki is definitely traumatized. I agree with everything she said, because like you said, everything was true and everybody knew all of the things, except for the last part was a slug. She didn't have to shoot that slug. She didn't have to she didn't have to do her mama like that. And you're right, that conversation, when she came to talk to her, she did come to talk to her as a mother who tried to have this conversation with her, and Nikki shut that shit down real quick. She didn't want to talk about it, but that would have been the time to have that conversation. I just feel like she's going through all of these different things and all of these different feelings, so of course she's going to take it out on the people that she feels, she's going to take it out on them, because hey, y'all bringing all this drama into my life, and I still ain't got over this other thing. So it is what it was. But I just always think that they just can't have dinners. At this point, I just want them to not have no more doggone dinners.
Oh, none of these shows, it can't be no dinner. It can't be a dinner on any of these shows.
After you cooked all this food too, I can't be sitting up here cooking all this food and then starting some mess. Like, no, y'all gonna eat all of this food. We're about to eat this food that I done cooked. Every time, them good steaks, they wasted.
It started from the movie Soul Food. From the movie Soul Food, they had a fight at the dinner table.
Yeah.
And then every show is always a fight at the dinner table.
Okay, shoot, forget that. You know what? That's why right now we just turn on the TV. Forget sitting there looking at each other eating. We gonna turn on the TV. Ain't nobody having no dinners around this house. Forget that. We gonna sit around looking at TV. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting
and she
dinner
fixed
scene.
all that food. What she had chicken wings and
chicken, biscuits. I think I saw some rice,
some green beans.
Green beans.
Like all of that. Probably Kool-Aid and everything was up there on the table.
Right. Nikki done chefed it up.
I said, dang, all this food going to waste. And Terry just over there like, dang, this how you gonna do me? Like, that was so funny to me. Oh my goodness. But overall,
Meech wasn't mad with her though. Meech wasn't mad with her. He
understood about feeling stifled, because you got to think about it. They're growing up in a home that's religious to a certain extent, but now all of these things are happening that ain't lining up with what people have projected, like what they said, you know what I'm saying? Because you go up in a religious home, but my daddy cheating, my mom over here making googly eyes, and she dressing different, and people see all of these things. So I could only imagine being a child, and you're the last one, and you got to think about it. Both of my brothers are drug dealers, and now I'm the only one here. So now, before they took all of the attention, and she even says that now that Meech and Terry are gone, you're paying more attention to me. So there goes to show that she felt like nobody was paying attention, and it was all about Meech and Terry. And now that they're gone, it feels like the focus is on her. So there's another thing, but at the end of the day, that's where the focus should be. And I feel like kids will appreciate it later that their parents, because there are some people's parents who didn't pay attention to them at all, like not even a little bit. Wouldn't know if they came in the house or not. Wouldn't care if they came in the house or not. So she's going through that stage right now that a lot of us went through, where
it made me laugh when her and Meech was having a conversation, and he was like, because I had to get up and go. I had to do what I wanted to do. Some people didn't agree. She's like, oh, so you telling me to leave? He like, hell no, you gonna stay here.
That's right here. That's right. Yeah. She thought she was going to Atlanta too. No, exactly.
But ladies, that is all of the episode. Was there anything that I missed that y'all maybe wanted to talk about? I tried to touch all the big stuff.
But what you think going to happen for the next episode?
Shoot,
I just saw that little shootout, but they really give much.
I think they're gonna be getting it in.
You got some super stickers. Somebody got super stickers.
I'm not sure whose channel it's on, but
it's not mine. It must be Tamika.
We will just go ahead and pop it up here. Demarcus Vaughn, thanks for the super stickers. We appreciate you.
But because unless y'all saw a different trailer than I did, because I just saw that they had like the little shootout going back and forth. So
that was all
they
the trailer.
definitely gonna be getting it on and popping. We know that Glock is gonna be trying to go after Meech. I guess the whole thing is that if what's his name, Donkey helps Glock to take out Meech, then he's gonna be helping him to take out Remy. But of course, the plan is not gonna go the way
that crossfire, all them guns flying. I hope that Donkey get taken out.
Yes, Donkey definitely got to go.
He needs to get taken out.
He can choke on the chicken bone. I don't care how he go. Just get out of here.
Off with his head. I'm sick of him.
Episode 1 that we knew he was a snake.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's the way that he came off with everything, like, and the way that you could feel the jealousy coming off of him with right from the jump. It felt like he was jealous of me.
Yeah, he was just being a hater from the beginning for no reason.
Yeah, and it wasn't
So,
even like it ain't even the right time for you. Like you don't even know him yet. Like you don't even know him yet. And clearly, he and Ty had a relationship. And if you are supposedly supposed to be so down with Ty, then why wouldn't you even give him like a little bit of a chance? You didn't even give him a little bit of a chance until he had to finesse you
right.
into it. Like,
Right.
and then you turned your back the minute something went wrong that I still think you set up. You try to, and then when your crew didn't want to come with you, like, dude, like, read the
Yeah,
room.
nobody in the crew wanted to go with no, they didn't like him. They did not like him. Yeah.
Okay, that part. But yeah, so I'm ready to see the next episode. Let's see what you ladies got going on. Inga Binga, everybody. Inga has a channel. She likes doing shorts. Y'all got to go check out her shorts. Her and listen, Ginger Snaps done came off. I just realized.
Yeah,
Right.
I said, that thing, I'm like, I ain't used to wearing no hair. And that
Inga
thing was
Binga
sitting there.
is back.
That's why I kept playing with it. I got to cut the bang because all in my face. It was itching my damn neck. I said, I can't. The flew over on the side. She left.
Okay, Inga Binga is back, y'all.
I'm
Ginger
telling
Snap
you.
left the
Yeah,
building.
your girl is back. Yeah, I couldn't take Ginger no more.
So what do you have going on your channel?
I don't have nothing really going on. I think I'm I don't know what direction I'm gonna take with it. I like sitting there just talking with the people, so I might just kind of pop in sometime, talk, run my mouth, and But I will at some point have some type of structure. This is only today was just my second live, so and I think it went well,
You did
to
good.
be by myself, and I ain't had nothing to talk about, but I'm just talking to people. So as long as people come in and interact with me, I'll be talking. So, but I'll have some type of. I don't really have anything going on. So, but I will get some stuff going on. I'll figure something out.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what's up. And then Miss Tamika's Den. I know that you are low key right now, but what do you have coming up on your channel?
Yes, I'm chilling right now, somewhat, but I'm still rocking with the ladies. I know we have Ladies Night Thursday, and we have Throwback Sunday, Foxy Brown movie.
Oh
Make sure
yeah,
y'all
I should have mentioned that.
come
Yes.
in and
Yes.
check that out. And of course, I'll be doing BMF. I did a trivia night. If y'all didn't see that, check that out. And I got a whole bunch of content up there because I was getting busy for like 2 months straight. But right now I'm taking a little
you can take a
self-care
break.
time.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely can
So,
take a break.
but
Yeah.
I'm still here. Yeah, DeMarcus, the show's coming soon. Like once we get the shows back, because a lot of my shows I was reviewing was on break, which is perfect timing because I just have other things going on right now. So once they start rolling back in, like, between the spring and the summer, y'all gonna see me getting busy again. But right now, laid back, but I'm still here.
Absolutely. DeMarcus, not
I will
Team
be doing.
Donna.
I will be
Oh
still keep on
no.
doing some shorts, and I might, do some pre-recorded ones to not always go live, but I'll get things up there. So it'll just, whatever. As long as it's fun and silly, I'll do it. I don't want to do nothing that's too heavy and too dark and too crazy. I got enough going on in my own life. I don't need the heavy stuff. So
Right.
as long as it's
Understandable.
fun.
Yeah, check
Yeah.
them shorts out though. She been doing
I'm gonna
her
do
thing.
some more.
And
Yeah, because
yesterday we did a Join Candy Love for
yes,
Apple Never Falls. If y'all haven't seen that, check that out as well.
yeah.
Okay, you got a request. Renee wants to know, will you do The Devil You Know?
I have
I'm
not seen
sure.
that, Renee.
I think that's a movie, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. I heard about it.
Omar Epps.
I think it's the one with Omar Epps.
Okay,
That is a
yes,
good
I heard
movie.
about it.
That's
I
a good. That's
haven't
good.
watched it.
That's a good
Okay,
movie.
I'm gonna
That's a
check
good one.
it
I've
out.
seen that one.
No, it's on Stars. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
check it
pretty good.
out.
If that's the one that I think they're talking about, yeah, for sure.
It was real, and it did not turn out the way you think it was going to turn out at the end. So it was good. A lot of good actors in it. Glenn Turman, Vanessa Calloway, Vanessa Bell Calloway, a lot of great actors in there.
Calloway.
Yeah, Vanessa Bell Calloway. Yeah.
Calloway. Yeah. Her. Yeah, it's a couple of good people in there. I liked it. I
think I will review The Shy when that comes. When does that come out?
June the something. It's in June.
Okay.
I just don't remember the exact date. It's at the very beginning of June. I just forgot the exact date. But yeah. Yeah. So as for your girl, I did not get to do a BMF this week, y'all. As a regular review, I was just gonna do this live. I had my mother-in-law's 80th birthday. She's turned 80, y'all. So make sure
Happy
y'all type in the
birthday.
comments happy birthday to her. So we had a surprise birthday
Happy
party for her.
birthday.
My son's birthday is tomorrow. So we had a birthday thing for him yesterday. So I feel like I've been on the road all weekend and
Hey,
doing just
Brillo.
party stuff. And then y'all know
What's
I
up,
have my
Brillo?
business as well. So what up though, Brillo? So I've been doing that. And then it just so happened that all of my lives were for me this week. And I was like, whew, I just realized that everything was me. So I couldn't get the BMF up tonight. So we're gonna be all right with that. So but definitely check out Diara from Detroit. We did do the live for that one, and I did do a separate video for it as well as an intro. But I'm really feeling that show right now. So yes, I will be there, Brillo. What we talking about? BMF? I need you on my live on Wednesday. Yeah, I can be there. Brillo, I sent you my number. If you just use my phone number, because I don't be checking my Discord. Use my phone number. I'll be there. I'm there. But yeah, so check out DR from Detroit, y'all.
May I ask a question about
Yeah.
Tamika said something about the Thursday. What's going on Thursday?
That's our movie night. Yeah, that's
what's
what I was
Oh
about to
yeah,
say
that's
next. Our
the movie night with the ladies.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
make
what's
sure
the
y'all
movie?
watch Kimba. Kimba is the movie. It's a BET Plus movie based off of a true story. Actually, a really good. It's kind of sad to be honest, but it is a true
based
story,
on
and it's
true
about stuff
story.
that happens every day. DR from Detroit is a murder mystery,
I
and
still haven't looked at it yet.
everything about her vibe though, like everything about her is really, really dope, Brillo. You gotta
It's
check
good,
it out.
Brillo. It's
good
like
to
a
me.
dramedy.
Yeah.
And a suspense and trying to figure out who did
all
what.
the episodes up there. I can just binge watch all the episodes up there.
It's 3 episodes. It's new.
It's 3 episodes.
So it's gonna be one of the weekly things.
Yeah,
out.
and everything about it is Detroit, Brillo. I really think that you will really enjoy it, and because and you got to watch the after shows for it too, because you really get to it. Really pulls you in, but it's actually a really good one. So check it out. Let me know what you think. But yeah, so we did that. So make sure y'all watch Kimba so we can talk about it Thursday. It's a good working on my recap now. Okay.
Oh yeah, we got to support Monique Johnson because I just subscribed yesterday to her page. I didn't know she had a page.
I didn't know she had a page.
She's new to the YouTube streets. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Monique 69 Ways Johnson. She always support everybody.
We might have to link up. Her and I both.
Right.
Okay.
Help
Listen.
each other out. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Monique, drop your link inside of if you have it, drop it inside of the thing. And what's the name of your channel so I can go sign up?
Yes, Amara. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. We review
Amara.
all the power shows. We do all the Power Universe. We do BMF. We do a little bit of everything. Okay.
Yeah, we do all of those. We do all the power shows. So, but yeah, so that's kind of what I got going on my channel. Now, everybody knows that when I started my channel out, I am a huge The Family Business fan, and my show is coming back out in the summer on July the 5th. So I am rewatching The Family Business because when I started my channel, they were on season 4. So that's where I started. So I'm going back to finish those up. I do have a new segment that's coming up. I'm still in the works of working on it. I know I done said it a couple of times, but I just want it to be right. But my sister stuff is about to come up. Tika and I are actually going to be doing something with it. And so I'm excited about that.
I'm going to be on Family Business. EJ put me on to that.
Yeah.
I'm
so far behind you, EJ. So you already getting ready to start the new season. I'm still on the beginning of it,
Yeah, well, I'm going into season 2 on my rewatch of it. So I'm probably hopefully I can get my one up for this week up, because I'm a little bit behind, but hopefully I'll get that one
up. He's gonna be on your channel to discuss.
Yes, yes,
family business.
please come through because I'm gonna be doing lives for the family business because I wasn't going live when I first started talking about it, but that's where most of my subscribers are from, y'all, is all the family business.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, so I'm ready. Yeah, Orlando is a simp, bro, and I completely 100% agree with you on that. When I be having some rants, so when it comes to Orlando, I can't. Oof, don't even get me started. You see how it just pulled up out of me right
her
there?
chest all about the buzz. She getting all mad.
Like you just don't know that character right there. Be he be working my nerves. Woo. Okay, bring it back. But yeah, so and I have that gonna be coming up.
He said
and
he about to turn up for the family business. He about to turn up.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. Cause see, I've also read all of the books too. So like I'm a huge family business fan. And they have a new book coming out and they have a new spinoff coming out as well. So the spinoff is gonna be the New Orleans one. And you know, I know all the tea because I already read the books and it's very much based off of his books, but he changes it up for TV. So I don't know. I'm just a huge Carl Weber fan. You know. He's saying about it. It's my grandson. See, he knows about it. So yeah, so did she drop her link in here? Did you drop your link?
She did. So it's
okay, here you go, right here.
I believe she did.
I'm trying to see if I can save it. Hold on, let me go up here before I go out of it. I don't know if let me see if it'll let me. It's on somebody else's thing. I think it might be on your channel. To make it see if there's a way you can copy it or tag me or some kind of way. Do something so that I can go find it.
Yeah, it's on Tamika's.
It's just Monique 60 Ways. Now, I might be able to just type it in and see if I can find it. But yeah, we're gonna go and get subscribed to her channel. Make sure everybody on here, make sure y'all subscribe to her channel because I'm sure she gonna have some stuff to say. So what y'all think of season 4 being the last season of Power Book 2 goes? Oh, we had a whole thing on it.
We had a discussion on that. EJ and Moochie, shout out to Moochie, they both did, separate like breaking news, first reactions when the news first, dropped. And then I believe the week before last, or was it last? It was my turn for BMF, and we spoke about it. How we felt about that being the last one, how we felt about Power Origins and the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
Absolutely.
A little bit of mixed feelings.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Short, we okay with it.
I'm here for it.
We will be doing reviews when it comes.
Yeah. Hey, DeMarcus, we'll have a whole conversation on all of that because I got some things to say about her too. Because y'all know I get geeked out when it comes to that show. But other than that, I have some new segments that I'm working on, and I'm trying to have some stuff with everybody. So, Inga, we'll talk later. But I got an idea for us to do something. Tamika and we already do Zatima together. And I already do my thing with the ladies, but I'm just trying to find little things that I can do with everybody to, put some content out there. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, y'all, that is what's up with everything. That is what's up with BMF tonight. It was nice seeing everybody coming through the chat. We appreciate you guys. Shayna, thank you so much. Brillo, make sure you guys are subscribed to him because he be going in on all of these characters, and his stuff is always very unique and different from anything else that you're going to see out here. Right. Daria, what's up? We appreciate you. Renee Beckham, Queen, thank you for coming through. Steven, thank you for coming through. Shell, we appreciate you. Vonnie Love, Candy Love was in the building. We miss you, Moochie, our girl. If you're watching this, we appreciate you, and we are can't wait to get you back next week. Shayna, Derry B, Monique 69 Ways, of course, we appreciate you for coming through as always. And Suburbia, although I don't agree with nothing you say.
Suburbia, my homeboy.
We appreciate you.
Suburbia, we be talking behind the scenes. He all right. He's all right.
Smooth Attraction, we appreciate you as well. 311 Better Made, thank you for coming through. And I think I done shouted out most people up in here, and everybody else who didn't say anything.
Better Made. 313 Better Made.
Yeah, Tina, thank you for coming through. We appreciate you as well. So thank you to everybody that came through. The people who didn't get a chance to say anything or make any comments in the chat, we appreciate you guys as well. And if you are watching this on the replay, make sure to type in hashtag replay squad, replay gang, whatever your choice is, and let us know how you liked it. Lemon Kush Pepper, you always coming through. We appreciate you. So yep, and we're about to get up out of here, y'all. Until next time.
All right, y'all.
All right, good people.
I don't even know where my outro is, y'all. It was supposed to come on time.